Now, welcome back to episode 2 of the Cincinnati Reds franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a couple of concerns, a couple of things that need to be addressed. The first one, and the most important one, I think, is I think it's very clear that I'm very high on Hunter Green. I thought he had a great performance. Obviously, he gave up 2 big flies in his major league debut towards the end of his start, but he looked fantastic. You can tell that there's a bright future and he fits and he's ready for the major leagues. Just a couple of things he needs to fine tune, a couple pitches that he left up in the zone, but the stuff is there, I would say. So I thought with Hunter Green being the thumbnail of episode 1, it was very clear. He's kind of the center of this franchise. He's one of the most important pieces and someone who at this point, there's no interest in getting rid of Hunter Green or not working around Hunter Green. He's obviously the number 1 prospect in the Cincinnati Reds. So that's the first one. The second one is Nick Lodolo. I feel like my concerns are still there, mainly because right now, if I look on MLB.com on the Cincinnati Reds website, Nick Lodolo is not on the depth chart. And this is a few days into the season already. He's also not on the 40-man roster. And he hasn't been there was speculation that he was supposed to be. And then there was the fact that I believe he's supposed to start April 13th. He is supposed to start. So my belief is he's going to be added to the 40-man and someone's going to be removed from the 40-man. And we'll see if they make it through waivers and whatnot. The other thing with Nick Lodolo is not just that he is going to be added to the rotation. It's the fact that after he's added to the rotation, it is very likely that it is just for one start and he will be removed from the major league roster and most likely sent down for AAA. Now, this isn't 100%. I believe this is working theory because Mike Minor is expected to come off the IL. So once Mike Minor comes off the IL, I believe that is his spot. And they will most likely do that after Nick Lodolo's major league debut and send him down to AAA to continue to get some work before determining if he is ready for a long season in the bigs. So that is the reason why I have not added Nick Lodolo to the 40-man roster yet. That is the reason why he was not. Well, we haven't put him in there yet. However, I did plan on putting him on the 40-man. I do think I'm going to keep him on the 40-man, but I don't know if I'm going to have him there on the opening day roster. Same way the Cincinnati Reds did. But I do want him to get a couple of innings here in spring training. The other thing is I saw a comment that had something to do with Chase Petty and his velo. Now, if I'm looking at Hunter Green's prospect cards, I saw it. Trust me, I've seen it with my own eyes. I went and I looked at a couple of videos, some videos of his perfect game performance with the Red Sox, or he was in a Red Sox jersey. I don't know if he was, I believe he was dealt in a trade. I don't know if I think it was Sonny Gray. I think he was dealt in some sort of Sonny Gray trade. So I saw Hunter Green, his velo or his fastball grades at an 80 with an overall grade of 55. And Hunter Green obviously throws triple digits and is at the major league level. Nick Lodolo, his fastball grades at a 55, overall 55. Chase Petty is the number 7 prospect for the Cincinnati Reds, and his fastball grades at a 70. So that was the one thing. His fastball obviously grades better than Nick Lodolo, but it grades just a hair under Hunter Green. Actually, it's not even a hair. It's it's a 10-point difference. Which I get it. He can throw triple digits, but I feel like it's somebody whose fastball is going to sit probably a little bit more between 95, 98 with the ability to hit triple digits. So currently Chase Petty's velocity is 79 on his 4-seamer, which can range up to 95 miles an hour. I do believe it does need a bump up. I was watching it. There is definitely some explosion on his fastball. I would think this is a good spot. Let me know if you guys agree. Setting his velocity to 92, which gives him a 98 mile an hour fastball. I do believe, like for me, I've seen it. I've seen a lot of players who throw triple digits. Also, when I played high school, a lot of the guys, there were several guys in my district in high school who were triple digit guys, as well as in college. My teammate Michael Clevenger was a triple digit guy, but it's not something that is necessarily sustainable throughout their career. It's something that at a young age, when there's guns and you're at showcase events, you're putting everything behind that fastball. So I think 92 is a good spot for Chase Petty's velocity. Let me know if you agree. We can make adjustments along the way. However, he is in A ball, and he does have an ETA of 2025. So right now, being only 19 years old, Chase Petty's got quite a ways to go before he cracks our rotation. The next thing we kind of want to address is our scouts. I think it is crucial for us to have the best scouts. Obviously, a team that's going to work very diligently to try to draft the best players. I'm already not the best at it, if I'm being honest. So I need someone with great efficiency to go ahead and find us the best talent out there. That way we can do our work from within and work on our farm system as opposed to spending a ton of money trying to outsource talent. So I very much think the first thing we're going to do is hire the most expensive and best scouts that we can possibly hire. So Eric Sullivan in the East. We'll probably try to, do we go international? That's the thing. That's my thing is, do we go international or do we, because we currently have two Central, two East scouts. We can keep something similar or have one East, one Central, and one West, or two of one and one of the others. Or we can go Jeff Roberts routes, who is the best international option. However, he's very efficient, but not the best. 61 pitching, 83 discovery, and 38 on position players. I kind of like the structure we currently have, where we currently have, actually we have a very good scout in Eric Ford, and we might not need to replace him at all. So East, our pitchers and position players, both in the 90s efficiency. I think we're going to leave Eric Ford and not do anything there. And maybe work on the other two with 45 efficiency, 66 and 68. Not necessarily all that great. So the first one I think is Eric Sullivan. We're going to go ahead and replace Francesco Ramirez. So we will go ahead and hire you. I think that's a very good hire. So now we do have two East Coast. Let's see. Central will probably be Jonathan Hobbs. And we will go ahead and replace Derek Ryan. So there is another big hire. We got two guys who are pretty good at discovering pitchers, both in the 90s, and we have two guys who are very good with position players. So it looks like our discovery is a little bit, we need to find someone with decent discovery, but I would prefer getting a West Coast guy. We got two East and two Central. So Robbie doesn't have great discovery. But Joe Williams has great efficiency and discovery, but subpar position player and kind of mediocre when it comes to pitchers. I think we're better off looking for some good West Coast arms. We do have two already arms. Actually, we have three scouts very good at finding arms. So you know what? I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna go with Joe Williams, who has great discovery, but he's a subpar position player and kind of mediocre at pitchers, but he's very good with efficiency and discovery. So he's going to go ahead and replace Charles Salazar, and that will round us out. We have two East Coast scouts, one Central and one West. I like that. We're going to give it a try, see if there's anything behind that, and we will go from there. So like I said, the other thing we're going to do is we're definitely going to add Nick to the 40-man, and spring training he will be on the spring training roster. So we'll go ahead and we will move you to AAA, and we will also remove you from the 40-man roster before putting Nick Lodolo, adding him to the 40-man roster, as well as moving him to the MLB. We might even give him a start in this episode and throw some pitches with him and see if there's anything about Nick Lodolo that tells us that he's ready. So after giving Hunter Green 2 innings in game 1 of the spring, I'm actually going to go ahead and put him in the rotation and kind of see how he did in that game. So it may not have gone all that great for the boy, the young man, in his first start. So Green went 2 2/3. He gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, and 2 strikeouts, which gave him a 9.64 ERA. That is abysmal and as bad as it could possibly go, which is not good for a young man's confidence in a spring training game. So we will jump into this game versus Oakland, and we are going to give, actually, I might even turn on quick counts because, again, this is more about the players and how they perform than how I control them, because obviously When I pitched with Hunter Green, it was 2 very clean innings. All right, so we will get a little offense going first. Tommy Pham, Brent Honeywell Jr. on the mound. And the first at bat on a 3-2 count will ground out to the shortstop to get it started. So my offense hitting-wise might not be the best. So I do believe currently, if I'm not mistaken, batting is set to All-Star as we hit a double off the wall in our second at bat. So I think we got batting on All-Star and pitching might be on like Hall of Fame. Let's see if we can pick up that runner on third. Moustakas, of course, will be a big part of our lineup in these earlier months. And we'll see. Maybe Moustakas is someone who is only on our team for a little while. Fly ball to right field, not the best hit, but it makes its way out to the track, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. All right, so here we go. We're going to have Nick Lodolo, 91-96 with the fastball. We're going to have Elvis Andrus as the first wow, that's not even close. The first batter he faces. A little bit of jitters there. I've never seen a fastball missed that badly with 90% accuracy. So that's actually kind of scary. We get a late swing from Elvis, and now we got a 3-2 count. Let's see if we can put him away with a good changeup down and away. There we go. We get him to tap out to the catcher. Strong throw from Knapp. And that is the first batter that Nick Lodolo will go ahead and face. We might pitch 1 inning, and then we will try to use every pitch he's got and try to get a feel for it before we simulate a little bit and give Nick Lodolo a chance to show us what he's got. And one thing he does has is hard to hit pitches on the meter, and he's a little bit erratic, but he's got a good changeup. I've gotten some good swings from the 2 changeups he's thrown. This will be the third, and it produces a foul ball, but I don't think I've seen the fastball for a strike. So there's 94 accuracy, blue release, and it is ripped to left. All right, so the fastball doesn't have his highest rating per the scouting report, so that is a little bit concerning. Tony Kemp is going to rip one into left center. Tommy Pham is unable to cut that off, so that is probably going to be an RBI double, if not a triple, as that ball took way too long to get in. And it is an RBI triple from Tony Kemp to left center. So not the best stuff so far from Nick Lodolo. All right, can we put Chad Pinder away with a fastball? Nope, not today. Not a big deal. His changeup has been solid. That catches all of the plate. Anyways, that is going to produce the second run of the inning with a sacrifice fly. It is offline, and it is late, and there it is. Run number 2 against Nick Lodolo. So, again, we missed terribly with that changeup, and I don't know how unforgiving legend pitching is, but it is not a good start to his career. 2 runs surrendered in the first inning off of 2 pretty big hits. Not great. We will go ahead and quick manage and see if we can get some good hits. There's a fly out, a line out, a walk from Jonathan India, a single, and now it's up to Jake Fraley, who gets us those 2 runs back. So we will go ahead and take that. Nick Lodolo gets a fly out, vote, line out. Jonah Bride with a single, and Christian Pache lines out. So we like to see that. We're just going to go ahead and swing away with pretty much it is the beginning of the year. There's a caught stealing, another walk, so back-to-back walks, but he gets a double play to get out of it. So at least he's settling down without me controlling him on the mound. So we like to see that. We got Frankie Montas on the mound. Swing, and I'm going to go ahead and with 2 outs, I'm going to hop in just because I want to pitch 1 more inning after he settled down to see if we can get a good inning out of him. We're going to go ahead and pop up against Frankie Montas to end the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom, and we're going to try to get 1 more inning out of Nick Lodolo. We got Seth Brown in a 2-2 count. Slider in a good spot. It ends up in a decent spot, and it gets us a fly out to Tommy Pham for out number 1 in the 4th inning. All right, so I like that. It's a good quick start. Chad Pinder back at the plate. Changeup catches all of the plate, but we get a little lucky as we get a line out to Jake Fraley. So good start to the inning for Nick Lodolo. Can you finish off strong with 4 innings of work, 2 runs surrendered due to bad user input? We'll call it that. We'll call it bad user input on my part. Although even some of these foul balls and lineouts have been pretty loud. There's 100% accuracy. We like that. And that's a good fastball. He's late on it. So, hey, maybe when you hit your spots, you are going to get some good results from him. But I failed to do that in the first. And that one's going to get ripped. That'll end up in the corner. Can Naquin produce a strong enough throw to keep that a single? He does. A great throw back in. And it is a single. But, yeah, I definitely hung that. Stephen Vogt, give me a good block. And he's going nowhere. It is a 2-1 count. So, get yourself. I need to see that Nick Lodolo is going to bear down during adversity and get us some strikes. I threw a good 2-seamer that time, and guess what? It ends up into the bullpen for a 2-run shot. I'm going to be honest. I thought I threw a good 2-seamer. It ended up catching a lot of the plate, and now he's given up another home run. We got a strikeout to end it. And that is going to be that. So I'm going to be honest, not the best outing. We did give him some leeway and give him an extra inning. We'll go ahead and actually simulate till the end of this game. We've got Nick Lodolo. Okay, let's get a pitching change. Cincinnati puts up a 3 spot, so we would take that. But let's go ahead and bring in Hendricks. Yeah, let's bring in Hendricks. And we will go ahead and try to just get to the end of this game. So 1, 2, 3 inning. Simulate half inning. That was good. Hendricks will give him another half inning. He ends up doing well there. We'll go ahead and bat. Ryan Hendricks, that will be it for you. We will go ahead and bring in Moreta now. Dauri Moreta, I believe he's about 25, deep potential. I think he is on the Major League roster. Don't know if he'll be on our Major League roster because there's not that much room. We'll go ahead and get a pitching change to end it. And we will, I feel like we need to get Mike Minor some innings to see where he's at. But let's get in Jeff Hoffman in and simulate that half inning. So we end up taking a W. So a good game, but we did give up 4 runs. Everyone else pitched a great game. We probably had Nick Lodolo out there a little too long. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 earned. And if it wasn't for that big fly we let at the end, would have been a decent outing. I am currently looking at our pitching rotation, and I need you guys to be honest. Looking at our rotation at what we got and where we are, does it make sense to start Nick Lodolo and Hunter Green both on the opening day roster? Now, currently there is Luis Castillo goes without saying. Tyler Mahle as well. Mike Minor is coming back from injury in real life pretty soon, but I do believe he needs to chew up some innings for us right now. Now, obviously, the 2 guys that we are concerned about are Hunter Green and Nick Lodolo, but we do have some other guys who are currently in the bullpen who are starters who are going to get us some innings. Justin Dunn is one of them, and Riley O'Brien as well is possible. The other 2 guys who are a possibility in our bullpen, in our rotation, who may have to find a spot in our bullpen or in the AAA rotation is Vladimir Gutierrez. And the other one will be Javier San Martin. So there is about 7 starting pitchers and there's only 5. There's 8 starting pitchers. Between these 5, Justin Dunn, Javier San Martin, and Gutierrez. There are 8 starting pitchers. Obviously, there's only 5 spots in our rotation, or even a 6 with a spot starter. And then we have to figure out which guys will need to chew some innings up in AAA. And yeah, so I'm going to leave it here for now. That is where we are. We'll go ahead and simulate through the rest of spring. And in the next episode, we will start the regular season and figure out who exactly is going to make the cut and who's going to have to eat some innings in AAA. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. That's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, as always, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'm going to let you know I'm new to this, so I do appreciate the feedback down below. That is kind of the whole point of this series for me, is that this is a new thing for me. I've never really done franchises before, so I'm trying to get better at it. And then I'll work my way up to rebuilds, which we will try to build a team in one episode. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.